John Wayne Parr, thank you so much for joining me today. Man, there's so much to talk about, so much to go over. You've been through a lot in the last, let's say, year, man. It's been a roller coaster somewhat, right? With your last fight, and then you had the retirement, and then you went to one championship, and you got signed by one championship, and the pandemic hit, and then you got the hip surgery. So let's start with the hip surgery. You had that in June. Before you had the hip surgery, how were you
Yes.
feeling?
Oh, terrible. For 2 years, I've been in agony, and it just got progressively worse. So for my, I fought on Ryzen in August last year, and then halfway through the camp, the promoters rang me up saying, "Hey, do you want to fight in November 30 in a boxing fight?" I think, oh, thank God, I don't have to kick for a whole fight camp. So I finished the Ryzen fight. But every day I was fighting 10 rounds. So I had to train double hard because 10 rounds. And then the guy I was fighting, Anthony Mundine, he's a big superstar here in Australia. So I wanted to make sure I was super fit. So I got an MRI, and they said it's gone. And then the doctor said, look, you have to stop running because there's a chance that on your run, your femur head might snap off during your run. So every morning for 10 weeks, as I'm putting on my shoes, I'm thinking, oh, geez, I hope my femur doesn't break today on my run. So, yeah, and then so it'd be painful during training. But then when I cool down, I just get waves of pain up the bone. And then that would last 4 or 5 hours. And then as soon as the pain would start easing off, it'd be time to train again. It's like, man, just an evil circle. But I got the win. So it was all worth it.
It was worth it, but I guess the pain wasn't worth it, right?
Oh, the pain was definitely the getting the win made the pain go away.
Okay. So what were the doctors telling you for all those fight camps for the last 2 years? Your hip is bad. Were they telling you, man, you need to just stop and get the surgery now?
Yeah. I got 6 cortisones in my hip to try and ease the pain over the last 2 years. And then I got through the Mundine fight, and then luckily, not long after that, I got to the stage where it was just completely bone on bone. So every time I took a step, my leg would give out from underneath me. And then, I just happened to get the surgery right at the perfect time. So, but it's been 8 weeks now. I'm back in the gym. I can shadow box. I can't make impact just yet. But the plan is hopefully can fight December. I love to be in the ring on one championship in December. That hopefully finish 2020 on a high, and to show people that just because you're getting hip surgery, it doesn't mean it's the end of the world. I want to be the guy that can inspire people that with hard work and determination, you can sort of keep living your dreams and keep you don't have to stop and sit on the couch and feel sorry for yourself. Go out and still achieve things.
In that Ryzen fight, did you feel the effects of the hip? Did you feel like there was some unfinished business there because you weren't 100%?
I thought I won. I still think I won. Every time I watch it, I think, how did I lose? I thought I won that fight. No problem. And then it was so important because the end of the third rounds rang. I felt so happy because that was my 100th. It was going to be my 100th win. That's an important moment, and I trained so hard. And then when the announcer said it for my opponent, I was just like, oh, man. It was just so heartbreaking. For about 10 minutes, I couldn't talk because I'd given it everything, and it was such a big achievement. And then knowing that I thought I won too, just made it even more. If I had lost, I could take it on the chin and say, oh well, I got beat. But because I thought I won, and just to have it robbed from me, it's like, this just. But anyway, it is what it is. The good news is though that hopefully I can achieve my 100th on one championship. Mr. is very excited to get me on board, and it'd be such an honor to achieve such a milestone for my first fight for the company. So fingers crossed.
Yeah, it's something that One Championship will do a good job of promoting and getting a lot of eyes on it and attention, and I think it'll be good for you.
I was so after the Mundine fight, I called their retirement because my hip was just so much agony. Like I said, walking was insane. Trying to sleep, everything was just. The idea of fighting again after that was impossible. But now since I've had hip surgery, I just feel like I have that new lease of life again. And I'm really excited to have something to aim for again. When I hit that retirement, I sort of went into a little bit of a depression because you've done something for so long, and then all of a sudden when you stop, it's like I don't know what to do with my life now. Running the gym's okay, and it's fun to pass time, but not to walk out in front of that crowd, not to achieve that feeling of knocking somebody out into the adrenaline and everything else. So, yeah, I'm so happy Mr. Chachai approached me and it made me the deal of a lifetime. It's I've never seen so many zeros on a check before, so I can't wait.
Awesome. You said, yeah, you said 8 weeks since the surgery. Is everything going according to plan or ahead of schedule?
Perfect. Everything's amazing. So when I first seen the surgeon about getting the procedure done, he said approximately 2 month recovery time, and then you'll be back in the gym training, and then 2 months, and here I am. So I get my final surgeon appointment on the 18th of September, and then once he gives me the tick of approval, and then I can start getting back on the road and start making impact on the pads and everything else. So, and then we'll start booking dates. Exciting.
Yeah, One Championship is booking dates, and they've been throwing shows, and they've been signing so many high-level strikers. Are you just amazed at the roster now that they've accumulated?
It's so amazing to see the Muay Thai starting to shine now. Before it was just MMA and UFC, and now One Championships has given us a platform to be somebody. Before we were fighting, it was Bellator did their best, but the American crowd just didn't seem to get the concept of the pure striking. Whereas One Championship with the Asian fans, they know what's going on, and they love just two guys standing toe to toe. And then considering how many Thais are fighting on the card too, like the Thai on Thai at the moment from Bangkok, there's some of the. You look at the paper going, this is amazing. This is like what dreams are made of. Back because I was in Thailand back in the 90s, and it reminds me of the 90s back when you couldn't wait for the show because you know every single fight's going to be a ripper.
Yeah, I think it's educating people around the world too of Muay Thai, of kickboxing, all of that.
Yes. Yes. And then the Muay Thai and the MMA gloves and the CMT style.
Oof.
It's brutal. I'm so happy that I was the innovator for it. So to see it on the main stage and just to see it become a normal thing now, it's like I'm so happy that I got to be the originator.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you are the cage Muay Thai. You are the originator. You're the inspiration, and it's kind of funny how it all works out for you that you get signed to the promotion that is taking it the next step.
Yes, I believe it would have been rude if I didn't get the fight for the company, considering it was my idea. So yeah, I'm so happy. Now, all I got to do now is win the belt. If I can win the belt, and then my work here is done, it'd be so perfect just to finish my career with a One Championship belt around my waist. And then I've would have been lucky to achieve everything, considering fought Lumpini, fought Rajanandan, fought King's Birthday, fought Super League, Contender. I've been so lucky, and now to our Bellator, and now this opportunity to fight for one. I really want to do my best and hopefully to secure that legacy. So and show old people we can still match it with the young guys too.
The legacy is there. It's just you're just adding to it. You're just adding more chapters to it.
So I believe it's like climbing Everest. So you want to climb so high that no one else can climb behind you. You want to everyone in your wake. So in the Muay Thai world, I'm happy to almost reach the summit of this massive mountain. So hopefully I can keep going for a little bit longer.
Who do you have your eyes on for your debut? Do you have a person in mind or a couple names in mind that you would like to step in there with?
I'm happy for anybody. I know Nieky Holzken is going to be at my weight, so and he's the modern day Raymond Dickers. It'd be such an honor to share the ring or the cage with him. He's the man. So it'd be really cool. I think Cosmos might be a bit big now. I don't think he can make 77 anymore, especially with the hydration. It'd be a bit tricky. And who else is there? There's so many. It's gonna be cool. I just can't wait to get on the main stage and just be a part of such a cool show.
Yeah, I think it would be awesome if they did come back and they would throw a Grand Prix, because the Grand Prix is going on right now, right? For the belt. I wish they would do it for your division and it would be cool to have you there sitting in the bracket, you know, on the other side of Nieky Holzken, you know, maybe Cosmo's there too. I don't know, you know what I mean? Like there's, you know, we don't know what's going to happen in the next few months.
Yeah, no, it's exciting. Whatever happens, I'm sure Mr. Chetro is going to do something that's going to keep putting one up and up and up. Yeah, exciting. I'm so happy.
What's going on with your fighters? Because you're also coaching, you have a gym. You know, are you trying to feed them into one championship also? Some of the ones that are like coming up.
Well, I got Rocky Ogden. He's already fighting for one, so he's the one gave me the opportunity to Mr. Chetro, and then from there, that's how everything started. And then hopefully they got their eyes on my daughter Jazzy.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be awesome if Jazzy got signed by the company as well, because Rocky stays over. So to have 3 1 fighters under the one roof here in Australia, it's a big country, and then to have Japanese 3 in the one house, it's like it's a dream. It's like so cool. It's such a cool story.
I feel like your daughter will most likely get signed because she has faced some of the fighters that are signed to one right now, right?
Jazzy's already beat Wonder Girl.
Yeah.
She made a massive debut with her first round knockout on the weekend, so that was insane. So who knows? I'm really excited.
There's a storyline there. There's a big storyline right there.
For sure.
And there's no champ at that division, so you know we'll see what happens.
Yeah, it's super cool. It's very exciting.
Good luck on the recovery, getting back into training, and maybe hopefully we'll see you in December. I want to be there. I'm gonna try to be there live because I've never seen you fight live. So, and you know, it's kind of like the Michael Jordan thing, you know, like everybody wants to see the top guys fight live. So I want to be there. So hopefully it happens and I could be there and see it in person, man.
If I go in by left kick, left head kick, just to show off the new hip, that'd be perfect.
yeah, perfect.
Hey guys, Sasha Platnikoff here, letting you know to tune in to SCMP post-fight for all your weekly martial arts news.